Hey everybody, it's Blasted or Sash It, the show where three old guys get together and talk about pop culture, comic books, whatever you want. And talking about old guys, there's Double S already in the chat. He's seeing threesome already. I see it. I know it. That's what he's thinking. all this facial hair rubbing against him. He just probably going over there. I don't know what he's doing over there. Probably going to Mike's OnlyFans page and checking it out. We got Pope Grimy in here as well. We have Paul back. Paul, one of the original members of Blaster Stash. We kind of reached out to him and said, hey, we're kind of just doing once a month now, kind of getting together, just chit-chat about comic. Not all about comics, but I thought I'd get you back in here and
fuck Marvel.
Fuck Marvel. I think I still have that shirt up on Teespring, the Fuck Marvel. I got pulled down for a little bit for some copyright issues, but I think it's back up, and maybe they're not caught on yet to what it is. You can go there, Teespring, and get that Fuck Marvel shirt. Not that you want to wear it out in public, probably.
Go lay down.
Who are you talking to? Is Double S over there? Is he underneath the bench? Underneath your desk over there? Does he have a leash and a collar on? You tell him to go lay down? What's going on?
I am heavily petting him.
Well,
he likes his belly rubbed.
Are we talking about your dog? Or are we talking about Double S? Or maybe both? No? Maybe. He doesn't know. He's chewing it.
I mean, you know.
Could be this or that. Okay, let's jump into it. You want to talk about any movies or TV shows you watched since the last time, Mike? Mike's new PC is not working very good.
I finally Is it shitty?
You're kind of freezing, going.
Come on, it can't be worse than it was like 3 years ago.
It's just your back politics is very reminiscent of some of our first episodes where Mike's just constantly freezing.
We'd be like, it would always happen right when we were doing the Funko segment.
Yeah, it would. Go ahead, Mike. What'd you finally watch? What?
What I watch? I still haven't seen Guardians. What?
Really? Okay. No Guardians.
I watched The Flash. That was fucking horrible.
Do you see The Flash,
and
Paul?
Then I watched...
Oh, not yet.
Go ahead, Mike.
Then my wife wanted to see the new Transformers, and that was fucking horrible. Did you see that?
I have not. I have not been to movies since Flash and Spider-Man. So, no Indiana Jones, no Barbie movie, none of that. So, how about you, Paul? Have you got any movies lately? Have you seen the new Guardians movie? Have you seen Transformers? Have you seen Flash at all?
No, with Diablo 4 out? Are you kidding me?
Oh, I don't play that game. What's this?
I know someone else does.
Yeah, that's all I've been doing too. So,
hey there, fellows. Michael, scissor me, daddy. That's Double S's comment right there. I did see a new movie.
Too, so.
What's that?
Because he said the scissor me, daddy. I've been watching a lot of AEW too.
Oh, I don't watch that at all. I don't watch any wrestling at all, other than like old stuff, old rematches, or old stuff that's on is it HBO or is it Paramount? Yeah, I know. I did finally see Evil Dead Rise. I saw that was out on HBO, I think, or Paramount, one of the streaming services. I watched that. I'm a big fan of Bruce Campbell, so it just didn't really hit for me. It was
I haven't seen it yet, but my wife and my daughter started watching it, and they shut it off like 20 minutes in.
What, Mike?
I think he
said a lot of dead air here, Mike. What'd you say?
You know the part where she's... You know the part where the demon is sniffing the pregnant girl? Like trying to... I turned him out to be a happy man, and it never happened.
I have no clue to what he said. Something about pregnant girl and happy man.
Movie now, right now, because his lips keep moving, and every once in a while we'll get a. Blah, blah, blah.
God damn it!
Yeah, you need
not that loud and clear.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I watched it. I mean, it was okay. I they're making Evil Dead for a new generation. I get that. And they're trying to modernize it a little bit more. I get that. It's a cool new setting, which was cool. The part that drove me nuts was towards the end. Spoilers. Chipper doesn't necessarily work like that. It drives me nuts, and I understand it's a movie, it's fantasy, right? But it just drives me nuts. It was okay. I watched it. I was on my day off, and I was just kicking back and still watching that movie. I finally watched Ted Lasso, and I've heard everybody talk about Ted Lasso, what a great show it was. And I finally got set down. My wife and I binge watched all 3 seasons, and then we just started it all over again because we liked it that much. So we were watching it back to back. It's a really good show. I don't know if you guys seen Ted Lasso at all.
It's on the list to binge.
It's on the list. It is really good. It's a very emotional kind of a show, and a lot about building relationships and stuff. It's really good. Fish out of water.
I've been trying to catch up on some older stuff. Like this week, I just started binging Peaky Blinders because I never watched that.
Pope Grimy says, demon sniffing and happy man. I don't know. Is he talking about Spider Grandpa's demon sniffing? Or are they talking about the relationship between Double S and Spider Grandpa? I don't know. We'll leave it up to the
God damn
it. So after Ted Lasso, my wife and I, we were really bummed that was in. So we started watching This Is Wrexham, about the soccer team or football team that Ryan Reynolds bought. It just did not fit that. It did not fill that Ted Lasso void. I think that's why we started watching Ted Lasso again. Uh-oh. We got 2 grandpas in here. This is like my childhood all over again. I don't know which grandpa to talk to. Which grandpa do I remove now? This one here. There we go.
There we go. Better. How about now?
That's better. That and God damn it. Oh. I have to watch the TV show Blackbird with Taron Egerton. That's based on a true story about a serial murderer, which was really good too. And I started to go back and watch old episodes of Fall Guy, which is horribly dated, but fun to watch nonetheless. Who the hell's calling me? You're declined. I don't know who you are. I'm in the middle of a very important show here. Okay. Any else TV shows or movies you want to talk about, Mike?
No, that's all I really watched was the stupid Transformers and what do you call it? The Flash.
Yeah. How about that CGI in the Flash? Wasn't that the bomb? Wasn't that the best CGI ever?
I laughed in a few parts of that movie, but other than that, fucking shit was stupid. Nice fan service though towards the end, Nicolas Cage and all that.
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely a love letter to anybody that's been in DC movies. They talk about Michael Keaton is 71, still the best Batman ever. I'm like, dude, movies. He's 71, dude. He's not doing that shit. I can barely do it at 46. What are you talking about? I probably can't do it at 46. So I don't know what they're thinking. Let's talk about some books here real quick. I know, Paul, you don't buy books and read modern books at all anymore, do you?
No, I pretty much only do old stuff anymore. I mean, every once in a while I'll pick something up for the cover. If it's the artists I go for, but for the most part, I'm done.
So I was not when the Night Terror stuff really started coming out with DC and how it's encompassing every single freaking book in the DC continuity. I guess it's not continuity. So it's kind of nice that it's not. You know how most big events will take two issues out of the run and make it about that event. Well, they're like stopping all the other ongoing series and making this own little like mini series. So like the Night Terror stuff, I was really hesitant about getting into it. I'm like, oh god, really? But some of the stuff isn't too bad. The Zatanna issue was pretty good. This is Dawn of DC. This is that, or maybe that's just what the new thing of DC is now. The Night Terrors one with Boston Brand on the front, and then the Batman one. I mean, I think my favorite one was Zatanna, just because I like Zatanna too. So, but some of it's good, some of it's I think kind of crap. I don't buy it all. I just buy what I kind of like. I don't know, but Mike, you reading the Night Terror stuff, and what are you thinking of it?
Yeah, I like the main story, but the spin-off issues like the Joker #1 and Ravager and all that, they're just basically your superheroes having bad dreams.
Yeah.
They're hit or miss. There's a couple good ones, but the main story's not too bad. The best part about it all is Deadman taking over Batman's body. I think that's pretty funny. Some funny stuff. So we'll see. Yeah, but these black and red covers, I'm kind of getting all those.
I don't think I've ever seen the black and red one. I got that Zatanna cover. I mean, it's okay.
The sexy one?
Yeah, that one there. The zombified Zatanna. It's okay. I mean, like, so that was my favorite story of the group. Double S said he almost had Night Terrors about Night Terrors. Those are called Wet Dreams. Double S. Whoa. He had Wet Dreams about Night Terrors. And then another book I always pick up just because I'm a huge fan, and that's Gru, Sergio Aragonés Gru, Into the Wild. Just your classic Gru, right? I mean, he's bad luck on ships. Any ship he ever gets on sinks. He's on this island, and people know he has this reputation of just being a total idiot. And nobody wants to fight him because they know who he is. And he's trying to return the ecosystem, because last time he was on this island, there were tons of birds, there were tons of fish, and now none of that stuff's there because the people who inhabit the island have kind of gotten rid of all that stuff. So he's just being an idiot and trying to fix the ecosystem. That's one thing I don't necessarily like about Sergio Aragonés. I'm not sure if he's actually writing on it. Oh, that's probably Mark Evander.
Evanier.
Huh?
Evanier, I think.
Yeah, Evanier. Okay. So he I think he's the writer on it. They tend to get political and stuff like that a lot. I just want Gru being an idiot, eating cheese dip and wanting water as wet as possible, and just going into the fray and slaying people. That's what I want. And so it tends to get a little bit political. Yeah, I guess. I don't know how many more books Sergio Aragonés has in him. The dude is like 80 years old. I'm surprised he's still pumping out these books. I know he's known as a really fast artist too, so, and putting a lot of detail in there. His Wet Dreams are reserved for his best friend Michael Huey. Okay, yeah, I figured that much.
You know, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
We should reach out to Marvel and say, hey, you know, DC is doing this Night Terror stuff. You know, it's encompassing all these titles. Maybe Double S has something called the Wet Dreams, and then we can go to Marvel and have it encompass this Marvel. You know, instead of these horror dreams or having sexy dreams, and he wake up with morning wood and they have to fight each other off. I don't know.
Go ahead and pitch that to him. Let me.
I'll pitch that.
I think you need to find the guy that did that pirate comic book.
Yeah. Maybe it wasn't a comic book. It was a graphic. It was a novel.
Do you still have that?
Read. I still have it somewhere. I hide it. I don't want people to find it.
It's in your bathroom.
It probably is in my bathroom. Yeah. I keep it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the tank of my toilet so nobody can find it. So I just pull it out and read it when I want to.
When he dies, his last words are going to be "Destroy my toilet."
Yeah, that's probably. I probably have a computer as thing that pops up. Yeah, it'll go to you guys. Okay, I already have a biometric thing set up on Facebook. So when my heart ceases, it'll send you guys a message to come to my house and destroy all my evidence. So, don't want to see Hulk and Wolverine rematch on the Marvel Wet Dreams. Maybe. So then we got Double S saying good one. You know what Double S does? Like I say, if you follow him on Instagram, he'll go through and watch these videos and cut little snippets out and do it as his I forgot what they're called. I don't do on Instagram very much. Anything else, Mike? What else you reading?
Finally finished Strange Academy. I know it's been out for a while, but that was pretty good. Did you end up finishing that?
I did, yeah. I'm gonna kick your other guest there, Mike. You were still in the off air. Your second screen was, so I kicked you off. I did, and they're coming out with one shots all the time. They're coming out with another one for the Strange Academy.
Oh, they're coming out with another one?
Yeah, I said they're like one shot. I think it was in this month's previews. So it's like, I can't remember. Was it Nightcrawler? Something. I don't know if it was Nightcrawler. I could be wrong, but yeah. Do you read Strange Academy, or when did you cut off, Paul, on reading comics?
I think
New
it was
stuff.
pretty much just starting. I think it was like the first couple issues were out because I remember reading it and liking it somewhat. But yeah, it was. That's right around when I stopped buying, I think.
Yeah, what amazed me about Scotty Young is, I mean, he's always been known as an artist. Now he's really kind of diving into that writer position pretty good too, and he's putting out some good stuff. That Strange Academy, and then what was that one for Image he put out? Was it the
Fairyland?
No,
there was one after Fairyland.
Midwest.
Something West.
Middle West or Middle.
Yeah, I think is what it was, where the kid turned into a storm and destroyed stuff. Yeah, that stuff was really good too. How about World's Finest Teen Titans #1? Did you read that?
I have it. I haven't read it
yet. Look out!
Blast from the past,
old man. Yeah, got Frost in here. I think he jumped in last episode too, real quick, and threw a comment out there. Appreciate you coming in. Excuse Michael. He's still using dial-up. Yeah,
I am.
So, World's Finest Teen Titans #1. So essentially, this is going back to the origins or the first, beginnings of the Teen Titans, and how Speedy has like a YouTube channel or social media, and he's streaming all this stuff up online. It's kind of pissing Robin off because he thinks he's taken away. It's a safety risk. He's not focusing on the fight. He's focusing on getting views and stuff like that. So, Robin's wanting to storm out and to say, screw you guys, I'm done. It's kind of cool. Interesting take on it because it is modernizing these characters, to today's time, because everybody's all about trying to, what they can do on the social medias, get your likes and all that stuff. Like right here. We're going to be millionaires someday. This will be some time capsule, and people go back and look at it and go, probably all the other forms of media will be destroyed except for this channel. And then we will be gods and be held up high amongst everybody else. There'll be monuments carved with our faces in it. The Blast of the Statue crew.
Full of
so
shit.
no, so you have that book. You haven't read it
Yeah.
yet?
I can't see the chat, so
you can't. When I pop it up, you can though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Why can't you see the chat? Because I kicked you out of the other room.
Because you kicked me out of the other room. So
Oh,
I'm on my phone right now. That's all right. I don't need to see Double S trying to seduce me.
Because what we see here in this live chat is probably nothing compared to your private chat. Probably
Oh.
Yeah, the
all
DMs are
eggplants
going
and
fast
water
and
squirty.
furious.
It's all eggplants in your private chat.
What does that mean, Dave?
I don't know. I'm old, dude. I just know it means something dirty.
Oh, okay.
And
I did get one of my Funko Grails the other day.
what'd you get?
I guess I could show it.
Oh, Lion-O, huh?
Nice.
How much that guy worth?
Like I don't know, $90 or some shit.
Oh, really?
All I need is Snarf now.
There's a pretty sure there's a San Diego Comic-Con Lion-O and Mumra exclusive
Oh, really? I know there's
from
flock,
way back.
Yeah, I know there's a flock version of this one that's like $300 or some shit. But
Yeah, I know one of the other vendors I do shows with, he has the Lion-O and the Mumra San Diego Comic-Con ones, but they're out of box, and he still wants like $600-700 for each of them.
So I got a question for you. So I have a local store that sells Funkos, 80s stuff, right? So he does sell the soda pops, right? Now they're called soda pops, little cans. But he opens them before he sells them. What's your take on that, Mike? Are they like saran wrapped closed or?
yeah, hold on.
Yeah, they're like in a black bag inside.
Okay.
That's what they're in.
Okay.
But you
looks
can,
like a dog shit bag.
You still can tell if you have the chase or not, because there's a little coin thing in there that.
Yeah, so if this was a chase, it would say chase on there. So
you okay.
And it would say like one of 1,000 instead of one of 8,750.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, is the can saran wrapped?
It's got like a plastic seal around the.
Like a soda can or whatever, or like a.
Like a pill bot, or like when you buy Tylenol at the store.
Yeah. So he does have to open them in order to, because he'll open all of them up to see if it's got a chase, just to mark it up on that chase one.
Yeah.
Or so I don't know. I mean that's one thing is like that black bag thing is like, does it drop the value when you open that black bag even though it is a chase? Or I don't know how those work. You guys sell that stuff or buy that stuff more than I do.
Yeah, I don't. I'm sure if it's completely sealed. I don't know. I don't know.
Completely sealed, they usually go for somewhere in between what the chase and the regular one go for. Like if a regular one goes for 10 and the chase goes for 40, you may get like 25 out of the sealed one.
So it's just a crapshoot then. If you're a buyer, you're paying at 25. It's a crapshoot of getting a chase or not.
Yeah, I don't.
But then again, too, if you're a collector that keeps it in the can and not open it, you'll never know if you have a chase, right?
Right. I know a lot of. I don't do too much with the sodas, but I know the big thing these days is what people will do is they'll buy them by the case, and then they'll do case breaks on like Whatnot, where they'll just, you get like 10 cans in a case, and they'll say have 10 people buy them, and then they'll open them to see who got the chase.
Oh, okay. Like I said, I don't buy Funkos very much anymore. I don't buy toys very much more. Every once in a while, like if I'm at a thrift store or like that, and I find something out of box really cheap, I'll buy it. But I don't know, we don't buy much anymore. I am getting my Elvira statue, I think next month. It's either next month or it's or September. That is it a Mezco? Is it Mezco? Who makes it? Have you seen that one, Paul? The one she's setting on TV?
Yeah, I think I've seen it.
Yeah, so I pre-ordered that. I still have $200 left to pay on that. That's going to be my birthday present to me, I think. That and getting a tattoo redone. So, like you were, you guys, I got a tattoo over since the last time too. But I'm afraid to show it to you guys. You're just gonna make fun of me. So
that's a given.
Whether you show the tattoo or not, we're gonna make fun of you.
Fuckers.
Didn't you put it on Facebook?
I did put it on Facebook, yeah, but
So
that's
we already
on.
know.
Well, you guys do, not everybody else. Do you even know what it is?
I'd have to go look again.
Yeah, we're old. We don't remember shit.
Yeah.
No,
I sold somebody their Funko Grail a couple weeks ago, Mike.
What's that?
I sold someone their Funko Grail a couple weeks ago.
What's that?
L from Death Note.
Okay.
No, what I'm doing with all my kids, so most of my kids are over 18 and they all have tattoos. I'm going with each one of my kids to get a tattoo, and they get to pick the tattoo. So I'm being very brave and letting my kids do it. Now,
I wish I was your kid.
You would probably just like my youngest son. I have veto power, because my youngest son, who's 20, he'd want to put a big penis all over my chest or something like that, and I'd be like, no, you ain't doing that, dude. So
no, I wouldn't be that, that bold with it. I'd picture a Carrot Top or something. I don't.
Oh yeah, that what we'd do. I think I'd rather get the penis. Really.
So you got. Oh goddamn.
Yeah, dude, you're like going all over the place. What's wrong with you?
So you got a balloon animal snake. It looks like.
I didn't get the snake.
Oh, what is that?
My daughter got the snake.
Okay.
That's my daughter.
What's the other thing?
It's a frog.
Okay.
From the movie Shrek, the first one.
Okay.
When he grabs that frog, when him and the princess are walk through the forest, he grabs that frog and he blows it up into a balloon. That's what I have. I have a picture of that frog right here on my shoulder. So I'm headed to Florida here Thursday, and I maybe get another tattoo with my daughter down there. Not sure yet. So, Double S said, "Are you going to get the Brandon Lee Crow Funko, Michael? You've already got it.
Please?
He's already got him. It looks like guys from Warriors,
Get the fuck out of here.
You're off the Christmas card list now.
I don't think I ever was on it. He didn't celebrate.
There's the Funko exclusive one as well, where he's standing on the tombstone. I have that coming too. So.
I used to have it was like a little PVC statue of the Crow. Like behind him was that broken window, and he has a guitar strapped to his back. I had that a long time ago. I don't know what happened to it. I bet you Paul's got it. He's reaching for it or something.
No, I was just looking through some of the stuff I picked up recently. See if I could pick up some early Lord of the Rings ones, which are nice.
Yeah, you were saying in the off air you probably have more Funkos than what Mike has, but you sell them now.
Yeah.
Do you have like a storefront at your place where you keep them all, or?
I have a couple storage facilities.
Oh, a couple storage facilities.
I mean, most of the stuff I do is online and at shows, so.
So don't go to storage unit 623 in the middle of an apocalypse, because all you're going to find is Funkos. You're not going to find the ammo. You're not going to find the MREs. You're just going to find some Funkos in there.
Double S must have missed the first one, so I'll give him another one. Fuck Marvel.
Yep. I think that's the first thing you said when you popped on.
Marvel.
Yeah, what about Marvel?
Last show you said Incredible Hulk was very good.
Uh-huh.
I think issue 2 comes out tomorrow, doesn't it?
I'm not sure. I'm not picking up my comics tomorrow because I'm be headed out of town.
But I did read number 1, and you were right. It was outstanding. So
yeah, I figured you like it. It's right up your alley. The horror theme behind it, and with that, I forgot the name of the big bad in that, like Mother Evil or something like that. I can't remember what her name is. But yeah, it's really good. I enjoyed that a lot. Queen Evil, Queen Double Donger. I don't know.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't
He's
know.
been hanging around with us too long.
Yeah. I'm usually, this is about the time that Mighty LJ pops in when I say Queen Double Donger, and she comes in the chat and goes, "What in the hell are you doing?" So, another book I picked up this week. Jeff Lemire is kind of hit or miss for me. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. Sometimes he writes some great stuff. Sometimes it's kind of like, man, what the fuck are you doing? And Fish Flies is kind of a what the fuck are you doing? I think.
Did I get that?
I don't know. Did you? I'm not there with you.
I don't know.
Did you? It's. I mean, I guess if you like the movie The Fly, you're probably gonna like it. Essentially, it's about this guy. He ends up holding up some people, and then ends up killing a kid by accident, and he gets attacked by these fish flies, and he runs to this girl, and she's like sick, and he has a fever, and she hides him out because the police are looking for him, and he starts transitioning into this big fish fly. So like, whatever. I didn't like it. So
what's a fish fly?
I don't know, man. That's a fish fly on the front.
I mean, there's horse flies. Now there's fish flies.
Yeah, I guess. That's gills. I don't know. What the fuck? Well, why don't you Google fish fly and see, or there's such a thing? Here, I'll look it up right here. Mike messaged me. What do you do?
What?
Oh, a different Mike.
There could only be one.
Well, let me move this here. Fish flies. Is there an image? Oh, there we go. Yep. Images. Let me pop up an image here. I'll share this image. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. I'm horrible at pronouncing.
Make sure you get the right window.
Yeah, because I definitely don't want to pop up that Queen Double Donger on there.
Queen Double Donger with her pussy. with her pussy farts.
Let's see here. So that's a fish fly here. There's a fish fly.
Okay.
So.
Why is it called a fish fly? Does it eat fish?
I don't know. Go to Wikipedia. I can share it. This is supposed to be about comics and pop culture. We're going to now. Fish fly lay their eggs upon vegetation overhanging streams.
You're the damn forest ranger. You're supposed to know this crap.
I'm a park ranger. There's a difference, dude. I don't give a shit about that. Double S like fish flies, fried with a nice dipping sauce. I did finally get a Hulk 181. I don't know if you knew that. I got the reprint. I got the.
Is it the shiny one? Is it the foil one?
Is there a shiny one?
Yeah.
No, I didn't get the shiny one.
Oh, you failed.
I got the regular. I got the Hulk 180 and Hulk 181, the facsimiles. Always pick up. Do you pick up this DNA covers? I love the David Nakamura covers. Anytime I can, I try to pick these up.
Yeah, they're good. What is that?
This is Amazing Spider-Man 29.
Okay.
This is one of the Hellfire Gala variant edition. Another facsimile, X-Men 101. I don't have that one. I don't have the original one on that either.
I got that too.
The original or the facsimile?
The facsimile.
And then Edge of Spider-Verse. I don't know why the hell I'm picking these up. I think I'm trying to retire or something. There's got to be a new character. The Queen Double Donger's in here, and it's the first appearance, and worth millions. Millions, I say.
Millions.
We got a whole bunch of others here that I didn't read that I'm picking up. Same thing with this. The DC screws up Harley screws up the DCU. I don't read that. I don't know why I pick it up. I got those. I think those came out last month, didn't they?
Yeah, I'm just going through my stack here.
Did you read? Hey, Paul, did you read any of the what's it, the Sean Murphy Batman universe stuff?
Is that
The Joker.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
they're still
Yeah,
building on that whole universe.
like the first series I think I read.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know how many different volumes they've had now in that same universe. I mean, they're building a bigger world with those characters. They're okay. It's been okay. I don't think it's been great. Um, and then I picked up two of the Harley Quinns just because one of them is I think one's an Art Germ. I don't know. Yeah, it's an Art Germ there. There's a black and red art. I think I might get that one.
Yeah,
You got that one?
I think so.
And then this, I forgot who the artist was on that one there. So I got two of those for some stupid reason.
I did pick up a modern recently that I've been looking for a long time.
What's that?
I don't know if it's gonna work with the.
You disappeared. Walking Dead issue. It's the first.
It's 2.
Oh, it's number 2.
Yep, which actually had a lower print run than number 1, and it's gorgeous. That's, I think the only grail left I need for that is number 1.
So I remember when Walking Dead was at its peak, right? The TV show, that book was out freaking outrageous in cost. Has that dropped quite a bit now that the series is kind of waning?
Yeah, I was going to ask the same thing.
Not so much with the early ones. Like some of the later ones that shot up when the show was on, they've backed off a little bit. But like the first Michonne is still huge. Number 1's still big. 2's still, I mean, Raw that's going for probably about $300 still.
Yeah, I think the oldest one I have in that run is like, not very old. I mean, it's 98 maybe.
So right when the Negan appearance.
Yeah, because Negan was 100, right?
Yep. I mean,
I have 89. That's the oldest one I have.
I mean, across the board, prices for slab stuff have dropped pretty dramatically. But Raw stuff is not dropping as much as slab stuff. I mean, like even Hulk 181, that was the slab copies of that dropped $10,000-$15,000 in the past 2 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just with the economy the way it is, everybody's just like, it's gotten really soft for slab books. Like when I do shows, I used to bring a lot of slab books. Now I bring mostly high-end Raw stuff.
Oh, really? Oh, Double S want to know if I'm going to have peyote at my park. I'm not that I'm aware of. I think peyote is, although I ran into a guy that probably was on peyote at the park the other day, so who knows? Yeah, I remember like the first Negan was pretty big for a little bit. I mean, nothing crazy. I think it got up shop right around $100 probably, and I think that book's dropped like crazy amount. It's not worth nearly as much. So this is saying, according to CLZ, that a 9.4 is 85, and I'm not sure if that's graded or not.
Yeah, see, like I'm looking at one now. Even on the slab stuff, it's still doing pretty good. But like a near mint copy of number 1's about $1,000.
Okay, because it was a lot higher than that before, I think.
Yeah,
I want to say it was up to like 12, but I don't know if that's correct or not.
I mean, slabbed in 9.8s, it's still around $3,000.
Yeah.
I think it got up to like 4, maybe 4,500. But like I said, everything's kind of softened up on the slab side.
I have a number 1.
We're your number one. What's up?
I have several number ones, but none of them are the original cover.
I have I remember I won that one signed by Robert Kirkman and Rob Liefeld. Do you remember
Walking
that?
Dead?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember that. You went at a
Was it the
con or
Liefeld
something?
variant?
It's one of Rob Liefeld's variants.
No feet?
I don't know. I'll pull it out for next show.
Whoa. This is a family-friendly show. No pulling it out.
No, it isn't.
When?
Since when's it been a family show? I don't know.
Hey.
I just want to say that just because you said pulling it out.
Remember this?
Yeah, I saw you got that signed.
Yeah, in Baltimore, I think, many years ago.
Double S says at 9/4/85. Really? Well, I mean that's what COZ's telling me. I'm sure, like when people talk to me about comic books, people who are not part of this comic book world, right? And I say, hey, my collection's worth this roughly according to this app. Does that mean that's what I'm gonna get for it? No, not at all. I mean, I would have to, in order to get the best value for my collection, if I were to sell it, I'd have to piecemeal it out, and try to sell the big books. That's where my money's going to come from, and then all the filler is just going to be, 50 cents or maybe even less than that. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, don't sell it to me.
Why? You gonna screw me?
Yeah, because I sell them myself, so I do dealer pricing.
The last book I have that I read, and it's by Image Comics, it wasn't even on my pull list. I don't think it was. I think it's one I picked up based on a recommendation from my comic book store, and that's Scrapper #1 by Image Comics. It's a dystopian future, which was kind of checks all the marks for me. I love those kind of books. There's this dog who has this special collar on. It lets him talk. He's able to talk to people. And he's all against this big government overreach thing that goes over the whole city. He absolutely hates it. And when his adopted family gets killed, he kind of gains these special powers. He ends up wiping out these robots that killed his family. Come to find out, that collar he's wearing is from that same company that he hates. And so that's that drama there. It's like, oh, wait a minute, now I have to essentially to gain these powers, I have to be part of this company that I hate. Pope Grimey's out of here. Thanks, Pope, for dropping in. But that was actually pretty good. I enjoyed that Crapper or Scrapper. Yeah, Scrapper.
Did you buy anything for the Prime Days or whatever the fuck it's called?
No, not really.
I don't know why I bought these, but they were real cheap. The DC Comics Encyclopedia.
I have some of those. Probably not that volume, but I have some of them. How much were those?
Like $10-15.
Oh, really? Yeah, I think I got mine at Costco, I think.
Yeah, and I got the Marvel one too, just for shits and giggles. Yeah, so that's all I really bought.
I did get that's the Elvira Monsterland #2. That's that photo variant. I'm trying to get #1. #1, I love that cover, so I'm trying to get that one. I only get those for the covers, Although she looks nothing like that now. She's a little too old. She doesn't. Old reprints from 80s. And I picked up this one. It was only $5. You know about Gold Key, right? Or Gold Key, or who's the other companies that are kind of similar to Gold Key? They keep Dell,
Whitman.
Those, huh?
Whitman.
Kind of Gold Key.
Yes, so they have like all these different comic book characters. There's never like #1, right? It's like number 232. It's the first one of this book, Then it has like a 6-issue run, and then it'll be like that. I ended up getting Yogi Bear. This is the first issue of that Hanna-Barbera Yogi Bear run for Gold Key. Huh?
I have that issue.
Yeah. The ones I found online though had a blue background. and I don't know if this is just faded that bad or
No,
what.
mine's white too.
Yours is white too?
Yep.
Okay. This is what's. I mean, if I ever get an office like work for Parks, this is the stuff that's going to be going on my office wall. That my Ranger Stranger stuff, my Smokey Bear Funkos, all that stuff's going to go in my office. It's going to look like that.
Hey, boo boo! I saw a half squatch.
Hey, boo boo, why don't you bend over and grab those pretty little ankles of yours? Yeah. Oh, am I picking up a haul tomorrow, Huey? No, I'm not. I'm not going to be picking up my books this week just because I'm headed out of town Thursday. I'm just going to have whatever money I need for my trip coming up. I got to be getting ready. We're leaving crazy early Thursday morning. So, no, I'm not picking them up this week. I don't even know what's coming out this next week.
I will be.
You will be.
After I give blood.
Is that how you buy your comics now? Is that what?
Pretty much. So my daughter, the boyfriend, and the 2 grandkids moved out a couple of weeks ago. So
really?
I have the house to myself again, and my wife allowed me to have another room for collectibles. So
how many rooms do you have now, Mike?
What's that? What?
How many rooms do you have now?
3.
Holy shit, dude! Your wife's extra nice. I thought maybe you kicked her out too. So you said they had the house to herself. Well, so I want to bring this up to you guys too. So I don't know, Paul. You probably don't know what's going on with Punisher. Maybe you have read articles about what's going on with Punisher and how
there's a new one, and it's
Joe Garrison. I think that's supposed to be the new Punisher. So they've really cucked the old Punisher. And now he's walking.
The images I've seen, it looks like they did go back to some form of the skull, because I remember right towards the end with Frank Castle, they put that god awful freaking symbol thing instead of the skull.
Ninja, the hand skull thing. Yeah,
that bullshit. Looks like the new one at least has some form of the skull.
Yeah, but so I don't understand what they're doing with that, right? I mean, I know Marvel doesn't want to have anything association with the skull symbol anymore. At least the original one, or the one that came out in that Thomas Jane Punisher one, that kind of looking skull, because people have used it in conservative marches and it's very pro right, looking, and so Marvel wants to move themselves away from that image. But why go with another character, another name, and just have a very similar image? I don't with the skull.
So wait a minute.
Seemed really weird.
So there's going to be a new Punisher?
Yeah.
What did I miss here?
Have you not seen the picture of him?
No.
Yeah, no. I'll pop up Joe Garrison.
I totally missed the ball on this one.
So at the end of that last Punisher run, where he became
around on Weird, isn't he? Is what I read in the new article. He got transported to Weird World, and he's going by Frank now.
Yeah, just Frank, which is I don't fucking get at all, dude. It's
because he brought his wife back to life, and she said, "You're a dick,"
and took all his money and sold all his gear and all that crap. Let's see here. Screen share, present. Okay, no Queen.
I'll
double
have
dollar.
my 129.
I'll have my 129 too.
Yeah, but you got yours for free.
I don't hate the player. Hate the game. Hey, like I said, I was offered that, and I just took it wholeheartedly. So this is the new Punisher here, Joe Garrison.
Okay.
See, I've seen a different picture where it looks like even more like the skull thing on his chest.
Can you see? There it is, right there. I don't know if that image is. Let me look at the screen here. Oh, okay. No, I'm in the wrong. There we go. Okay, that one there.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. So I mean, it still is a skull. You know, people are making fun. It's like, oh, they made the teeth like pouches. You know, well, that's kind
That's
of
how it
some of it.
was.
Yeah, yeah. So those people apparently have not read Punisher at all. Even going clear back to
It,
Mike Zeck
And
stuff. You know,
it's not a Liefeld level of pouches either. So
no, but I always like that. I love that the teeth were integrated as part of the skull. You know, and the pouches. I thought that was really cool. You know, like I said, I think Mike Zeck does that. I think I have some Zeck art.
yep.
Yeah, yeah. Um, he integrated that and make it like pouches or ammo, whatever.
well, even on the 129, aren't they pouches?
I don't know. Mine's way back there. I can't see it. Whoa, whipping it out.
Yeah, they're kind of pouches.
Yeah, they're kind of that way too. There. I'm just a really fan of the blocky skull on it too. You know, not like the newer one, the Thomas Jane one, where it's kind of faded and kind of weird looking. Um, so, um, but yeah, so he's supposed to be the new Punisher now. So he doesn't have guns. He has Liefeld lasers or whatever you want to call them.
With
What?
love.
Yeah,
Fuck
look at those.
Marvel.
Look at those guns. Very Liefeld inspired, don't you think? Don't look at her.
I bet
Look at
you.
him.
It does look like it's still punching holes and things. So hey,
I guess.
I bet you he's bisexual too.
Probably is. There he is there too. I can't zoom in on it here. Let's see.
When is this coming out?
I don't know. This was just announced at San Diego Comic Con, which I guess with the writer strike, Comic Con's turning actually back into comic books now, right?
that's what
Get out
Jim
of here.
Lee
I don't
said.
want to see your face.
I think
anymore.
Jim Lee said that yesterday. He's like, we finally brought Comic-Con back to comics.
Yeah. And it's probably nothing just because of the strike. But they're talking about here. It says the man may be different, but punishment remains the same. I want to introduce the Danny Ketch to Frank's Johnny Blaze. So I don't know if they're not really saying they're getting rid of Punisher altogether. This is just kind of a new Punisher. You know, like I said, the Danny Ketch is to Ghost Rider. I'm sure that he's going to be back, and I'm sure that God, what's his name, dude? He wrote Punisher in the early 2000s. He wrote The
Ennis?
Boys to Dennis. Ennis, yeah, Garth Ennis. I'm sure he's going to be back because I mean, dude, he has some really good Punisher stuff, twisted Punisher stuff too. So I think
if
they
it's
bring it
written
back.
by Garth Ennis, it's gonna be twisted.
Yeah. So I don't think Frank Punisher's gone forever, but man, they sure really messed him up a little bit. You know, I criticized the whole that last Punisher run when they gave him the powers of the hand or powers of the demon or whatever it was. Oh, this is so fucking stupid. This is ridiculous. But yet, I love Cosmic Ghost Rider. Really, that's not much different, right? That's Frank Castle getting superpowers, and I'm like, oh well, because somebody called me out on TikTok about that when I criticized it, and so I thought. Looking Glass Gaming says restore the Snyderverse and retcon Doomsday Clock and release the Schumer cut of Batman Forever. We must work together to make DC Comics great again.
Who?
Well, we're gonna restore the George Clooney Batman.
Can we? Oh God.
Bat nipples.
Was that him or is that Kilmer?
That was Clooney.
That was Clooney.
That was Clooney. The other things I got. So I follow Lombard Crusade. I've been on their show a couple times, been on their podcast a couple times during the Crusade Mints, and a couple other episodes where I've been a special guest, where I talked about what's the name of that thing? Oh, Shirtless Bear Fighter. Because that was a comic that I brought up, and I thought it was hilarious.
I still buy that whenever I see it.
I do too. There's a couple covers I'm missing that I really want to get. One's that Vietnam cover, where he has like is he fighting a panda? I think it's what it is on the
think
cover.
so.
Yeah, I still look for that one. But I talked about that book. So I'm a member of them. I'm subscribed to their Patreon. I think I give them $5 or $10 a month or whatever that. And so I get stuff every year on my birthday, and every once in a while I get stuff that's out of the blue because they have live shows. I don't get to catch them all the time, so I'm busy. But it doesn't matter if you're a winner. They call your name and then they send you something. So I get something in the mail. So that's what I got the other day. I opened my post office box. I'm like, what the hell, dude? I got a package from Lumberbox Crusade. I mean, it's nothing. It's just freebies, right? I mean, there's Earth One, Superman Earth One, Volume 2. So I guess I would need to read Volume 1 to kind of understand what's going on with that. It's okay. The All Star Squadron Showcase. This is those black and white reprints. Squadron. The Squadron. All Star Squadron. Yes. So this is the black and white reprints, of the book of the, which is great. I mean, I'll probably take this with me on my trip, throw it in my bag, and read it on the plane or read it in the airport, which is kind of cool. Not worry about this getting trashed or anything, because they're usually pretty cheap anyhow. And then I got this Robin Archives Volume 1, so some early stuff with Robin reprints in there. Cool. Star Spangled Comics and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool. This is still sealed in the Surrender app. So go check them out, dude. I mean, if you join their Patreon, like I said, you get stuff on your birthday. You get random stuff once in a while. I think one time I got a package with the soundtrack to Braveheart, and what was the other soundtrack I got? It's right here somewhere. When I want to be inspired and want to feel like Midwest Comic Man, I put on my Braveheart CD.
That's right.
Oh, The Mask of Zorro. That's the other soundtrack I got. So, don't have physical media anymore much when it comes to CDs. But that's my books I got this week. I got stacks and stacks of books behind me that need to get put away, and I have no motivation to get books put away. So it's just a big mess behind me. And plus, I don't pick up as many independents as I used to. Man, I used to pick up a crap ton, and I don't pick those. I mainly just pick up the ones I want to pick up. Maybe a few independents here or there, but I'm thinking about going through my independents to start selling some of them off for like $1 a piece, just to get rid of them.
I can't wait for it to get at least to fall, because my garage is full of long boxes that I have to go through and rebag and board. And
why do you have to wait for fall?
Because it's 130 degrees in my garage right now.
Put AC. Come on, get some AC out there. Put a box fan. Man up.
I'll bring them in one long box at a time and do them inside. But I bought a.
I've been building stuff a lot more too. Getting more wood tools and building stuff. Probably nobody else on here followed me on Facebook other than you guys, but you guys saw the frame that I built for my daughter for the Marauders map for Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Built that. Built a table for my son for his gaming. He wanted to build, like, I don't care, you build it out of pine. I'm like, I'm not going to build it out of pine. End up building out of mahogany and walnut. Cost me like $200 to do it, but turned out nice. So that's the thing. But that's taking my time up too. I still need to build some more. You can kind of see it behind here. The boxes that I built, my comic drawer boxes. This one I still need to finish up. But the hardware and that stuff gets expensive. So anymore now, I'm not even buying hardware. I'm just putting some 1x material inside there and attaching 1x material to the side of the box and wax it so it slides in and out on that instead of buying, because the hardware gets to be $50 for a set. And I'm spending $200 on slides, so I don't want to do that. My boy, he spelled boy B-O-I, which means sexy stuff. Michael saw Oppenheimer and the Barbie movie this past weekend. Two movies about bombs. That's what it is. Barbie's a bomb in a movie theater, I think. Yeah. I don't know. Oh. You gonna watch Barbie movie? You kind of look like a Ken. You could be a Ken, Mike. So according to this woke society now, you're a Ken.
I heard if you hate Barbie, you'll love that movie. If you love Barbie, you'll love that movie. So
I've heard that too.
I'll probably watch it when it's free on one of these streaming services.
I won't even watch it then.
Really? You
No,
won't even try?
no. I'll try a lot of things, but not Barbie.
So what would you try?
I don't know, Mike. Last time I was out there, it made me a little nervous. You were caressing me in a way that made me feel uncomfortable.
Get a
Yeah, I
couple
wasn't
wine
even going
coolers in him,
there.
and he'll be watching it and crying.
Me, yeah. Are you going to any cons? You got any cons coming up, Paul?
Just some local ones that I'm setting up at. Not doing any big ones just yet.
Yeah, I haven't been to a con. I think last fall was the last time I was at a con, and that was a small one down in Reading. And I might be going to that one again this year just to go. I mean, it's only like 3 hours away from me. I got a friend who lives down there too. And this year, um, I think I talked about it last episode. Edward Furlong's going to be there. Yeah, I'm going to get something signed by a toothless former actor.
I think next year I'm definitely going to try to hit C2E2 in Kansas City. I haven't decided what else I want to try to go to. I
still look up
to hit either one of the ones out by you or one of the ones out by Mikey. But
what's the next big one out here?
Money.
Rose City Comic Con's the next bigger one out here. That's in Portland, but that's in September.
Yeah, Rose City and got Emerald City, right?
Yeah, Emerald City's in Seattle. I went with Joe on that one right before COVID. That was like ground zero for COVID. And yeah, we ended up getting stuck out, not being able to go to a con, just kind of hitting comic book stores as we could. So, yeah, it'd be nice to go out and travel again. And I'm probably going to try to hit some comic book stores up in Florida. I think I did last time I was there. I got a few issues for filling some runs, but I'll probably be looking. We're going to be down there a lot longer this time. I think last time I was down there like 2 days, and this time we're going to be down there almost a week. So I'll probably spend a little time getting some stuff there. I know there's at Universal they have some Spider-Man and Hulk stuff, maybe some of the Marvel stuff there. Not comic books, but just stuff related to that. I might buy a couple. Last con I was at was Fan Expo Dallas back in 2019. Did we miss him there? I don't think we went to Fan Expo in Dallas. But what year was that? Was that
That was
2018? Was that 2018?
Was it before or after my daughter got sick? Because my daughter got sick
before.
in 2019. She got sick in
before.
2019, so it was probably before.
Let's see here. I can probably pop it up and look at videos here. I know I did that one video of all of us, that little animation thing I made with all of us flying to Dallas. There it is right here.
The good old days.
That was 5 years ago.
So yeah, it was 2018.
2018, yeah.
Through the 8. So we must have just missed Double S, or maybe he wasn't a fan then. He wasn't watching our stuff. You can't trick me, the Blasted of Stash, the best group of 2016 and 23. I haven't seen Alex in a long time. I haven't chit-chatted with him. I watch his videos now and then. He does some a lot of bigger key stuff, man. A lot of Golden Age stuff.
Who's that?
We're a little
Alex
humble.
Comic Order.
Oh yeah, sorry, you didn't see that. Here, I'll let pop it up so you can see it, Mike. There you go.
Ow!
So yeah, I know he does a lot of Golden Age stuff and older stuff, and he's almost was he considered a dealer kind of in a way because he does buy and sell quite a bit too, didn't he?
Well, I know he bought my Sleeper comic before I did.
Your Sleeper comic?
Yeah, one that's people just don't pay attention to, but I think it's a good pickup for Golden
What's that?
Age.
Now you got to tell me. My interest is peaked.
Oh, it's All Flash #1.
All Flash #1?
Yep. It was the first solo Flash comic. back in the golden
Oh,
age.
okay.
But people overlook it because there was Flash comics, and then they came out with all Flash. Well, you had Action, which became Superman. You had Detective, which became Batman. If Flash was called Amazing Comics, and then they came out with Flash #1, that would probably be on a not quite on the level as like Superman 1 or Batman 1, but it'd be more than it is.
So like Sensation Comics and then Wonder Woman too, same thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I don't know a whole lot about the Flash history and stuff like that, so I don't.
Yeah,
I've
got I think three issues of Flash comics and probably 2 or 3 of all Flash too.
But what was Showcase #1? What's that? That's is it Showcase #1?
Showcase 4 is the one with the first Silver Age Flash.
That's what triggered that Silver
that's
Age.
That's the dawn of the Silver Age right there.
Yeah, and the DC stuff. With Marvel, it was like the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, when Marvel didn't have much of a golden age presence, really.
Well,
I mean,
they had Timely.
Timely and Atlas, right?
Yeah, Atlas is kind of like their horror books and I mean, when I used to work at the comic book store in the early 90s, we used to call it the pre-hero Marvel.
Yeah. But they don't have that such a long history of superhero stuff as DC does.
Not as extensive. I mean, it was basically the big 3. It was Submariner, Captain America, and Human Torch.
Yeah. With that early Captain America stuff, and that Captain America #1, him punching Hitler, and all that stuff. That was that'd be a book I'd love to have. But yeah,
Timely books are. I mean, the paper quality was so horrible on them that like you can't even touch any Golden Age Timely stuff for under $1,000, even in super low grade.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
You're gonna have that. I think that the probably biggest book I'll ever have in my collection is my Amazing 129, and that's probably as big as I'm gonna go. Right there, just showing off that. I don't even have a 181.
Yeah, I ain't pulling that down.
We don't want you pulling anything else out, Mike. You're already kind of you've been touching that line all night.
Yeah, when he stood up to get the 129, he gave a crotch shot to everybody.
We don't want you going over that line. So if I'm looking at my like top 10 books value wise in my collection, let's see. I'll pull up my CLZ. Let's see here. Where is it at? View my. No, that's not what I want. I know like Amazing 129 is. I think that's my highest grade book or highest valued book. Where is it? It's like I look at my like. Oh, stats. Under stats. So my top books is Amazing 129, Amazing 238, Batman Adventures 12, Special Marvel Edition 15. I don't want to do that. I don't want to see by series. Raven and Bold number 34. Those are my.
Which one's 34? Is that Sea Devils?
Hawkman?
Which one?
Hawkman. Silver Age Hawkman. Hawkgirl. Was planning on going to Fan Expo 2018 to meet up with Blast Action, but that was a month before Fan Expo passed away. Well, that's a good reason why not to come. That's you talking. Because you came to C2E2, you didn't come to Fan Expo.
Right.
Which one is Adam? That's what Alex was asking.
And Brave and the Bold. I don't remember off the top of my head.
I could look it up in my encyclopedia.
Oh yeah. I might have some other great books back there. I have like my wife bought me Lois Lane #1. I have that. It's a lower grade copy, but still it's an awesome book to have. I have all the keys from the Lois Lane book, other than what is it? The second Oh God, why can't I think of his name? Second appearance of. Oh, I've drawn a blank on his fucking name. But I have the where Catwoman's or not Catwoman, Lois Lane's Black for the Day. I have that book. I have the first Silver Age Catwoman. I have Lois Lane #1, and then I also have my wife bought me Justice League of America #1 too, which is kind of a cool book. Not high grade, but still.
Yeah, I think it is Showcase 34, Alex, which I think I have.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
What are you using as a placeholder in that book, Mike? It looks like you're kind of resting something there.
What?
Nothing. Hey, no, that's not. It's not that big. It's not that big. I don't. You're saying his hardcover's big. It's not that big. There.
It's all about camera angle.
It is about camera angle. You film from below, it makes it look bigger.
It's like in Lord of the Rings where they did the forced perspective.
It's forced perspective. That's what it is. His penis is on a little stage in the foreground, and he's way back here. That's what it is. It makes it look a lot bigger than what it is, really. So I think on the forced perspective of the penis, that might be the end of our show for tonight. Guys, great to have you back, Paul. It's kind of nice to be able to joke around and talk about Mike's forced perspective penis and having nothing to go back on. Probably not everybody's cup of tea, but it is what it is. It makes me laugh, makes you laugh. That's all that matters.
It didn't make me laugh.
We did miss a few people on here. We missed So. We haven't seen her in a good while. I think she was on last episode. She's pretty fun to have around here in some of these episodes as well. So another great show, guys. Thanks to see you, Midwest too. Whether you blast it, whether you stash it, whether it's a forced perspective penis or not. Happy reading, and we'll catch you guys next month. Later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.